Good morning. Welcome to today's community meditation. My name is Kelly Marshall. I am your practitioner today, and it is my pleasure to spend this contemplative time with you today. As part of the meditation, I will be doing the 5 steps of affirmative prayer for oneness, wholeness, and vitality. I invite you that during the times of pause to contemplate what those words mean to you in each of the 5 steps. I'd like to begin today with asking you to just close your eyes if you're comfortable and begin to relax into the moment. Noticing the breath as we center together, grounding in this perfect moment on this perfect day. Our feet gently anchored in the divine beauty of the earth in which we all live. Our heartbeats but rhythmic vibrations. It is in this very moment that I recognize that God is all there is, that the perfect flow of abundance, wholeness, and vitality move through all facets of the universe, that this presence is a divine stakeholder in the creation of all that unfolds. That spirit simply is. As I recognize the power and presence of Spirit in all things, I also recognize that I am one with it. That as energy flows from the center of the universe throughout and endless in time, it also flows through me, as me. That divine imprint on all of creation is not one each, but one only. This presence, this oneness, this wholeness, this divine energy is all but one, and I am one with it. In recognition of the oneness and wholeness that is my being, I recognize that that is true for all persons everywhere. That in this oneness, life comes as grace and ease, forever moving forward in an upward spiral of divine golden light. The experience of vitality is within every movement. It is seen in the infinite possibility that we can do anything. As I turn attention to the direction of the light, I forget some of that humanness and open myself to the idea that God is all there is and I am nestled within it. claim that the divine power of the universe is my power to hold. That this power leads me to places I can only have imagined in the past, and I step into that light with full knowing and understanding that spirit is within me and I am within it. Every adventure, a new chapter in living a life of divine wholeness. In declaration for the beauty and perfection of this life, I am forever grateful. That this gratitude and thanksgiving transcend all belief. My heart is in it. I invite you for a moment to consider your own gratitude. For all that is and for that divine presence within you. For the experience of wholeness and oneness and vitality. For the knowing that there is only one. I invite you to state that gratitude within yourself. Move back to the breath. In and out. A continuous cycle and affirmation of life. this life. And as we release these words into the universe forever woven in the fabric of creation, I invite you to seal it with me by saying, "And so it is." Thank you. Oh, please join us for our celebration service in about 15 minutes.
May I see with the eyes of love. May I hear with the ears of love. May I speak with the words of love. May love be in my heart. May I see with the eyes of love. May I hear with the ears of love. May I speak with the words of love. May love be in Spirit of God is upon me. Whoa. 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 I used to think that I had to. I used to think that I should. The scripture told me that I had to be good. But now I love 'cause I want to. I love because I am free, blinded by the Spirit. Oh Lord, the Spirit of God is upon me. Yes, it is. Every day. Spirit of God is upon me. On me. Don't you know? Spirit of God is upon me. On me, oh. Every day. Spirit of God is upon me. On me, oh. Don't you know? Spirit of God is upon me. Oh. I don't need any parting. I don't need any law. I wanna sing with all my heart. That God is my all in all. I let go of my burden. Loving God has made me free. Blinded by the Spirit. Oh Lord, Spirit of God is upon me. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Spirit of God is upon me. It's upon me, oh. Don't you know? Spirit of God is upon me. It's upon me, oh. Every day. Spirit of God is upon me. It's upon me, oh. Don't you know? Spirit of God is upon me.
Give me some time.
Spirit of God is upon
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living. What a glorious day it is to be here today. It's so beautiful and crisp. I just love this kind of weather. I'm a happy person when it's cool like this. I want to say welcome to all those new faces I've seen this morning. I'm glad you found us. I'd love to hear a little bit more about you after the service. I'll be in the back there if you'd like to stop by and say hi. And I want to say a special hi to the people who are joining us online. If you would, just turn and wave at that glass window back there. Joe's got the camera going. And our online audience is there to partake in our service this morning live, and then later on this afternoon, I'm sure we usually get about 3 times as many people in the afternoon as the morning. So it's a wonderful way. If you ever have to miss the live service, you can catch us on our YouTube channel. You just saw the commercial for it. We offer wonderful things throughout the week for your spiritual uplift. So we're going to kick it off today. We're singing a brand new life, and Justin's going to lead us here. The word's going to be on the screens around you.
Good morning, everybody. Stand if you'd like and join us, please. Here we go now. I'm creating a brand new life, living as a brand new me. Every day is a new beginning, another opportunity. Now I step out, living full on, one day at a time. Look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life. I'm creating a brand new life, living as a brand new me. Every day is a new beginning, another opportunity. Now I step out, living full on, one day at a time. Look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life. I'm creating a brand new life, living as a brand new me. Every day is a new beginning, another opportunity. Now I step out, living full on, one day at a time. Look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life. Look out, world, here I come. It's a brand new life. All right, greet your neighbor at this time if you're comfortable doing so.
Good morning again. My name is Kelly Marshall. I am your practitioner of the day today, and I would like to invite you to say aloud with me the affirmation. And there it is. All right, here we go. I consciously enter into joyous union with the infinite. I celebrate oneness with all life and honor my unique expression of the one life.
I will make a quiet place within my heart, and I will wait upon the Lord, wait upon the Lord. Let's sing it now. My mind, I will make a quiet place within my mind, and I will wait upon the Lord, wait upon the Lord. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still and know. I will make a quiet place within my life, and I will wait upon the Lord, wait upon the Lord.
Coming together on this beautiful day in all of the most amazing ways, nothing short of the perfect emanation of Spirit right here and right now with each and every one of us. Knowing that this experience today is one led with wisdom and clarity, and of course, love and friendship. This is the way. And for all of that divine unfoldment in perfection and glory and grace, I give thanks for today and every day, and so it is.
All right, let's sing it now. I will make a quiet place within my heart, and I will wait upon the Lord, wait upon the Lord. I will make a quiet place within my mind, and I will wait upon the Lord, wait upon the Lord. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still and know. I will make a quiet place place within my life, and I will wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord. I will make a quiet place. I will make a quiet place.
Thank you, Justin and Kelly. What a beautiful way to start. So today we have a special guest with us. This is Scott Peters. He's the counselor from Garside Middle School, where we just created our wonderful program for donating food to him. And so we want to invite Scott up here to speak to us for a few moments. Scott, use the microphone.
Good morning. First of all, I'd really like to thank everybody for their donations to Garside Middle School. We fed about 12 to 15 families out of your donations, and we usually shoot for about 75 to 80 families, which they come in, they get their food, or I deliver it to them, and so we have some other donations, and we're ramping up for Thanksgiving. So your donations came in very handy. A little bit about me. I served 22 years in the military. I'm married. My wife's a principal here in the school district. We have 5 kids, and we do a lot of volunteer work. And how I got to come out here, and what a great congregation and just full of life, is because of Dr. Reed and Tony, who are Junebug, and was introduced by my mother-in-law to Dr. Reed and Tony, and we got to talking. He came over to our school. Toured. I had a vision when I got there to build a pantry for these kids. We're 100% free and reduced lunch. We're very low income. I've got sweatpants, hoodies, hygiene products, food for them to come in daily to take when they come to school when it's 35, 40 degrees out. I know it's very rare, but in a t-shirt and shorts and flip-flops, and they got nothing to wear. And you talk to them and ask them why they don't have anything to wear. Well, it's either they just don't have the money, they didn't get it washed, or whatever it was. So we help them out with that. But Dr. Reed and Tony came over and toured our school, and then brought the book Junebug over to read to our class, and did a wonderful job. And we got some books, and the kids loved it. So any contributions that we get is so meaningful for our families. I mean, it truly, truly is. When they come in to get the stuff, they don't have really anywhere else to go to shop, because they just don't have the funds. And we do have the food, the hygiene products. We got shoes. I just went down and picked up 80 pair of Nike, Adidas, all kinds from Zappos that I went down there for a donation for. So we picked those up, and now we're starting basketball season. I coach basketball and I coach football. I'm done with that. But the kids don't have the shoes to buy. They don't have $110, $150 that, to buy these brand new shoes. They're coming in and honestly flip-flops to play basketball. And it just doesn't work like that for them. But, so we're thankful for all we get, and we're thankful for you guys that donated everything that you did. And I'm very blessed and thankful to be here today. So thank you very much for your help. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
And thank you, Scott, for the vision and for your service as a teacher and the military, everything. Thank you. I get it. Oh, well. The rule is you're not supposed to make the minister cry before she has to talk, but hey, it doesn't happen very often. All right. So this week we are continuing with our theme of the magical, mystical power of unity. And today's my talk title is The Alchemy of Unity. You guys know I was a previous science teacher, and I love all these geeky things. So alchemy is one of those wonderful things that has so much mystery about it, and we've read about it in many of our heroes' journeys, the wonderful stories that we've loved throughout our lives. Of course, my favorite one is the Harry Potter series. You know, it starts off with alchemy. The very first book is called The Philosopher's Stone, or here in the United States, it's the Sorcerer's Stone, where it's all about that alchemical process of transformation. And doesn't that just work with what we do here? This idea of transforming our lives and transforming the world that we're in. We are diving into this mystical, magical something or another that is both ordinary and extraordinary. This idea of the alchemy of unity today. So here in New Thought, in our tradition here, we talk about that idea of oneness. It's one of our basic principles, one of our most fundamental ideas, that we believe there is only one. Unity is how we actually put the idea of oneness, the principle of oneness, into action. Today it's about looking at how we live this idea of oneness. And that oneness is not just this high and holy idea. And it's wonderful to say, oh yeah, we're all one. And then think, yeah, but I don't like them. You know, or I don't want it done that way. When we actually begin to look at this idea of unity and oneness together, it's where the rubber hits the road. It's where we actually take our high and holy ideas that we believe in and put them into practical application. So I like to often start with some of our principles from our founder. This one speaks to the idea of unity. It's from our Declaration of Principles, written in 1927 by Ernest Holmes. He says, we believe in the unity of all life, and that the highest God and the innermost God is one God. So this high and holy idea, this thing we think of as God, is not separate or apart from this idea of the personal experience of God within ourselves. And so this is one of our fundamental beliefs that we have here, that we are absolutely an incarnation of that highest, most God. The innermost God that is within us is just a microcosm of the outermost God. Ernest goes on, he says this in one of our great books, Living the Science of Mind. He says, we live in a spiritual universe that is a unity, and we are all part of this unity. We are all one with the whole. Again, it's a great idea to have that we are all one. And it's a whole different thing to practice that idea of we are one. And this is where this thing of alchemy comes in. So alchemy itself is generally thought of as turning lead into gold. That's the basic idea of alchemy. It's what the alchemist of the Middle Ages tried to do. So again, like I said, I'm got the science geek going on. So alchemy, turning lead into gold, there really wasn't a whole lot of difference between lead and gold as far as when we look at it at a molecular level. The only difference between it is there are 3 extra protons in a molecule of lead than in a molecule of gold. And so this idea of alchemy here, we don't have to take lead and add anything to it to make it gold. We have to remove what isn't necessary. Now think about that in our own lives. So often we think, I got to be more. I got to do more. I got to find more. I got to change more. When in actuality, we need to remove those things that are blocking our idea of oneness. We need to let go of the things that are holding us back. And we talk about those things all the time, the fear, the limitation, the ideas of us and them, and all of those things that stop us from feeling this experience of oneness, stop us from seeing the true unity of life. Scientists have actually been able to make lead into gold. They've actually been able to do what the alchemists were trying to do back in the Middle Ages. Let's see, how did it put it in the article I was reading? It's scientifically possible, but economically unfeasible. So it cost them way too much to produce a very small amount of gold, but they were able to do it by simply taking lead, something that is a very common element in our world. It's also kind of a toxic element, You ever heard of lead poisoning? Well, that's from being around lead too much. It's from having lead getting into our system. When I was 12 years old, we had bought an old house, and we were outside scraping the old paint off to prepare it for painting. You know, my family was a do-it-yourself kind of family. And so all of us are out there, my little brother and myself, all of us are out there, and we got lead poisoning. We didn't realize it. We didn't realize that the paint that we were scraping off was lead-based. We quickly found out, so we were able to, take measures to fix that. But when we are around lead too much, it becomes toxic to us. Very common element, found in our world all over the place. But if we expose ourselves too much to those things in it that are not necessary, it becomes toxic to our life. But if we can take those things out, those few little things that make it toxic, we can actually find the gold that's in it. And think about that as a metaphor for our own experiences in life. We spend time immersed in problems and difficulties and things that seem to be challenging to us, aren't good for us. And if we can just let those go, we can remove those from our lives, we find the beauty and the value and the delight, the gold that is available to us there. This is an absolute perfect metaphor for our spiritual alchemy, for the things that we go through to transform ourselves in our lives. So this lead in us, the lead in us is our fears, our doubts, the ways that we get defended, our old identities. And they don't seem to be any way or shape or form gold in our experience. And we can't make them gold by trying harder, by trying to put more into us. We can't look for the things outside of ourselves and bring them into our experience and have that experience of gold. We actually have to remove those things from us. Just like the scientists were able to do with the lead. They had to take those 3 protons out of the lead to bring forth the glory of the gold that's within them. So when we can actually begin to do that, when we stop trying to add something to ourselves to make ourselves better, and we start releasing those things that are holding us back, this shifts the center of our consciousness. This shifts us from that idea of we are separate and apart from spirit. Because remember, the idea of spirit, it's perfect, right? We don't need to add anything to make God any better than what God is. We forget that we are part of that. We forget that we are that innermost God, that we are that perfect emanation of that creative love intelligence. And so what do? We try to add stuff to ourselves to make us feel like we're that perfect God. And so this alchemy is not about adding anything new. It's about revealing what was already there by removing those things that we don't need in our lives, taking them out and allowing them to fade away. We begin to see the beautiful glory that's in there. So this spiritual transformation that we have through this alchemical process is simply about awareness. It's about figuring out, what are those things? What's blocking me? Is it something I'm afraid of? Is it some old belief that I've internalized and I haven't ever looked at it to see that that's what's actually operating in my life? I know I've had many experiences where all of a sudden it's like, well, look at what you were thinking. Well, look at that. How could you think that? When we begin to look at ourselves deeply, when we do this with our prayer, our meditation, our journaling, our contemplation, our work with the spiritual practitioner, we begin to reveal those things that have been hidden, that we weren't aware of. They were there, but we just weren't really acknowledging that they were operating in our lives. And so when we can do this, when we can remember our oneness, when we remember that we are this beautiful incarnation of that creative love intelligence, then this idea of separation falls away. And our true nature then begins to shine through for us. And so this idea of alchemy is the divine turning the raw material of our human form, our human experience, into spiritual wisdom for us. It's about actually transforming those ideas, not adding anything to us, but remembering what was true all along, remembering the perfection of who and what we are all the time. So alchemy in its truest sense is not just about turning lead into gold. It is about transformation, about discovering the divine essence that's hidden in this ordinary life that we have. It's about remembering that truth for us. Mystics throughout the ages have taught that this is the truth, that this is the thing that we are looking for. We have a Rumi quote in the hall outside. It says something like, I should have written it down because I forgot now. But that which is seeking me, that which I am seeking is seeking me. That which I think I need to bring into my life is already there, waiting for my recognition of it. It's waiting for me to acknowledge it. And so our work becomes a little more simple then. It becomes bringing the light of awareness into our experience. It becomes remembering our true nature. It becomes thinking back, what is it that's blocking me? What is it that I'm believing that isn't necessarily true here? And actually beginning to allow that to lift the veil, the illusion that we are this lead and not pure gold. So it's about lighting a fire of love. Whenever we feel separated or divided, or we're looking at something external from ourselves and we're thinking, that's not God. That cannot possibly be God. If we're looking out at something else and we're seeing differences instead of oneness, then we're keeping ourselves divided from that. And so this alchemy of unity is about the transformation through the awareness of our oneness with everything. So alchemy is that inner shift of awareness that changes the form and the experience of life. Once we become aware of our true nature, our life changes. Has anybody had their life changed since they've become in here? There's a few. Mine is like, I don't know, more than 360 degrees different. It's way out there. When we change our consciousness, what we experience changes, and that is the alchemy of spirit. When we change how we think, as Ernest Holmes says, when we change our thinking, we change our lives. So when we change how we believe about something, the experience we have about it changes in our lives. And so as we begin to look at this idea of alchemy, about transformation through awareness, then we can begin to see a little bit of a difference in our lives. And so this idea of unity, this alchemy of unity, is absolutely a huge creative force, and it has been around for centuries. All of the mystics throughout the centuries have taught about this. In all the different faith traditions, there is some sort of information about this idea of once we recognize our oneness, our life changes. We see things differently when we recognize the unity. In the Bible, in the Christian Bible, it's written there in the book of Matthew, when two or more are gathered in my name, there I am in the midst of thee. That doesn't just mean that one individual person, Jesus, who is the person speaking in this passage. It means that the presence of the divine is right there. When two or more are gathered in my name, I am there. And so whenever we gather in places like this and we start to feel different, do you feel different when you come here? When we gather in a spiritual community like this, things begin to shift differently for us. And, oftentimes we feel different when we're here, and then we go out and we're faced with the reality of the world out there, and we kind of forget about that stuff, and then we have to come back here every week and relearn it. And or use our YouTube channel and get that midweek boost so we can remember it throughout the week. Finding the different ways to keep ourselves in touch with this spiritual truth. It is a creative force, and it responds to us when we use it. When consciousness aligns with this spiritual truth, when our consciousness aligns with this spiritual truth, something new is born inside of us. Something is awakened inside of us. It was already there. Just like the gold inside of the lead, it was already there. We just needed to allow it to be revealed through the awareness of it. And so when our hearts connect in this idea of harmony, then transformation happens naturally for us. When we align ourselves with spiritual truth, transformation is readily available to us. That's what makes this alchemy, this unity alchemical, is that it changes not only our inner life, but what we experience in the outer world too. The more we practice it, the more we internalize it, the more we become aware of the blocks that we have to it, the more we're going to see it in evidence around us. Sometimes it takes a crisis to bring people together. I was remembering earlier this week as I was writing this talk, I was remembering back to 9/11 in 2001 when the United States was attacked. Do you remember the sense of unity that was so prevalent? It was palpable. It was strong. It was more than just people being angry about what happened. There was a sense of we're coming together as a country and allowing something to shift in our world. Unfortunately, sometimes it takes a reaction to something for that to happen. Yesterday we had in our country the largest protest that's ever been recorded in United States history. We had over 7 million people come together around one idea. Now, whether you agree with that idea or not, think about the unity that happened. Think about the people coming together around one idea. And you know, I did not hear one thing about an arrest. It was a peaceful coming together. It was people for a common purpose coming together. 7 million people. I thought, how does that number relate to other things? So as I was doing some research, I just asked wonderful Google, the knower of all knowledge, how many people lived in the United States in 1776? That's when our country started back in the day. And it didn't give me that answer, but it gave me the answer for the entire continent of North America. The entire continent of North America, all of the indigenous people and all of the immigrants to the continent was 3.5 million people. So yesterday, double that came together in unity around a single idea. That is a power of transformation. I can't wait to see what transforms in our world because of this. It may be very, very open and happen right away, or it may be very subtle and working underground. We don't know, but we do know that when we change how we think about things, our experiences change out in the world. And so this is one of the reasons that we come together as people. We come together to effect a change in our world. We come together to support causes that we believe in. We come together to volunteer. Look at the way we've come together to bring clothes to women who need to go back into the workforce. Do you see that pile of clothes out there? There's 3 times that amount in the closet back here. I saw them bringing them this morning. It's amazing, and we're collecting again next weekend also. We're coming together around an idea of people, empowering people. You saw how much food that we collected for Garside Middle School. When we come together around an idea, things change. And the world benefits from it. Whatever area of the world that we're focusing on, it changes the lives of the people around there. And so this is the reason we come together. This is the reason we walk the labyrinth on the floor here. We come together to change things that we're experiencing in our lives and in the lives of the people around us. We come together to walk the labyrinth. We go to prayer after service in our prayer room because we want to reveal those things that are hidden within us, that are blocking us from having that experience of unity, from actually understanding that principle of oneness. the more that we can begin to stop looking out from ourselves and seeing other, the more we can transform our world. There are some simple things that we can do to begin to do that. One of the practices I have is I actually look at people. I actually make eye contact whenever possible, because I'm seeing that person for more than just this appearance. Especially when we look at somebody's appearance and it bothers us. All right? Anybody? Yeah, we look out and it bothers us. For whatever reason that bothering is. When we see that appearance, we look at it and we think instantly, other. We have put ourselves into a sense of separation from the God that is present in front of us. And when we can align ourselves with that, we don't know what gifts are available to us by having that interaction with God in this form, instead of God in the form that I have in my mind that it should be. This is what we call the mystical understanding of unity. Remember, mysticism is about the direct experience of God. Mysticism is about having that conscious union. It's about being aligned with spirit. And so when we can bring ourselves into this idea of unity, we make available within us the experience of mysticism, conscious union with God, having that direct experience of it. Now, unity, remember, is not about sameness. It's not about uniformity, as our founder says. We are unity, not uniformity. But it's about looking for the sacred interconnection. Oftentimes you will have people say to you, namaste. Namaste, it's a Sanskrit word that means the God within me recognizes the God within you, and I bow to it. I honor it. The presence of the divine sees the presence of the divine as it is appearing as you. That is the mystical union. Unity is not looking out from ourselves and seeing some kind of disturbance and saying to ourselves, oh, everything's fine here. Or as we like to say here, it's all good, it's all God. It's not about that, but it's about saying this too is God. This too, I don't understand this. I may not even be comfortable with this, but I recognize that this too is God, showing up uniquely and perfectly as it needs to for this person right now. It's about looking out and saying, everything is sacred, even this. When we begin to practice it that way, we begin to have a greater experience of this idea of oneness. The wonderful author Joel Goldsmith writes it this way: when you realize that there is only one self, you will see God everywhere, in every face, in every circumstance, in every experience. When we can actually begin to do that, we lift ourselves up in consciousness. We raise ourselves up to a higher vibration that allows more of that experience of oneness to come into us. Again, it's not about sameness, but it's about the sacred interconnection of all life. It's a deep recognition that the divine that we are seeking is not somewhere out there, but it's right here, in every one, in every breath, in every relationship we have, in every interaction, in every heartbeat. That's where we find the divine. Ernest says the universe is one, God is one, and we are one with the whole. This is the foundational principle of all mysticism. The universe is one, God is one, and we are one with it. This is how we actually practice that idea of we live and move and have our being in that one infinite life. We can remember all of that. So how do we practice this idea of living in unity here? How do we actually begin to have that alchemical transformation from other to one? The first thing we have to do is we have to listen deeply, and not just with our ears, but listen with our hearts. Listen with that place of empathy within ourselves, where we can look out at things that even disturb us, and say, this too is God. It's looking out and remembering that every person we meet is a messenger of the divine. The next thing we can do is we can bless the differences. Instead of resisting things that are other than what we think they should be, or resisting the diversity of life, we honor Spirit's creative way of expressing itself right here and right now. I know I say this many times, but one of my favorite movies is Robin Hood, because there's a line in there. Morgan Freeman is playing the Islamic slave who helps Robin Hood escape, and he's sitting off at a tree by himself while the merry men are being merry, as they were wont to do back then. Lots of alcohol involved in that, and of course he's Islamic, so he doesn't drink. And so this little tiny girl, about 4 years old, walks up to this very large, differently dressed man and says to him, "Why did God paint you black?" And Morgan Freeman, in all of his wisdom, says to her, "Because Allah loves wondrous diversity." Spirit created us differently because it wants to express itself differently. It wants to experience life differently. Imagine how boring the world would be if we all looked the same. Not only that, it'd be kind of confusing too. That one power, that one presence, that one divine source of all shows up as many so that it can know itself more fully, so that it can experience life in all of the different ways. The next thing we can do is we can choose love over fear. Instead of looking at difference and saying, "Ooh, there's something wrong here. This bothers me. This is fearful. I don't know. I'm kind of worried." Look for a way of kindness to show up. If it's something that you're angry about, look for forgiveness, an opportunity to soften ourselves. Compassion, empathy. Choose love over being afraid. That turns separation into connection. That helps us be more one than we have been before. And our last thing is to remember the truth. Remember these principles. Remember that there is only one life. That life is God. That life is perfect. That life is my life, and your life, and their life, and their life. There is only one life. When we're in conflict within ourselves, when we're in conflict with others, remember that. There is one life. That life is God, and that life is my life too. We were put here to be that vehicle through which Spirit experiences the world. We are the hearts and the hands and the minds and the eyes and the feet of a living Spirit moving about on this world, having experiences. And so what kind of experiences are you letting God have through you? Are you allowing God to experience that beauty and majesty of oneness by seeing the presence of the divine in everyone else around you. When we remember this truth, when we can remember that we are the place where God shows up, that we are the hearts and the hands and the minds and the voice of a love so powerful, it brought itself into expression in all of these wondrous and diverse ways. That's when we change the world. That's when we create that world that works for everyone in all of creation. As our vision for Centers for Spiritual Living says, that's how we truly put unity into action. That is the mysticism and that is the magic of unity. All right, let's take this into prayer. Thank you. Thank you. I invite our practitioners to surround us. And these beautiful beloveds coming around here. I used to tell everybody how long it took them to become a practitioner, but I think that scares people. I'm not real sure. Trust me, they've spent a long time becoming this place where God shows up so beautifully and perfectly for our community. All right, so I just invite you to take in that breath. If it works for you, close your eyes. Let your shoulders drop. Feel yourself supported by the chair beneath you. And just breathe in. And so right here and right now, I know that there is only one infinite creative love intelligence, one power, one presence, one divine source of all. I know that one goes by many names and shows up in infinite form. I know it is unique and perfect for each one of us. And I know that this highest idea of God is the very same as the innermost idea of the presence of the divine right within the heart of my being. And because I know that the divine resides right in the heart of myself, I know that is the truth for each and every one of us. I know that we are all that perfect, unique emanation of a love so powerful that it could do nothing else but create more and more and more diverse expressions of itself. And so knowing this truth, I speak my word. I know that right here and right now, each and every one of us is that vehicle for the divine to express itself perfectly and uniquely, just as the world needs right now. And I know that within each one of us is a receptivity to understanding that diversity and that unity and that place of oneness that resides right in the heart of us as an expression of all life around us. I know that each one of us is part of that unified field of consciousness that is forever and ever expanding, spiraling upward in greater and greater experiences of oneness, of perfection, of wholeness. I know this is the truth of each one of us individually, and I know that it is the truth of all life. For nothing exists outside of this one. And how grateful I am to know this, how grateful I am to feel it and to see it in action right here in front of me. And so I release this word into the law, into that creative mind that knows no limits, that has no bounds, that is always unfolding itself for the highest and greatest good of all. I let it go and I let it be. And together we say, and so it is.
I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealed and I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealed and I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealing I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealing I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealing I am whole. I am letting go of the things that no longer serve me. As I'm letting go, God's revealing I am whole.
Beautiful. Thank you, Justin. I had to start laughing as I was singing because I thought, well, darn, I didn't have to talk for 20 minutes. We could have just sung that song. All right, now we have an opportunity to support our community financially. We are a 501c3 religious nonprofit. We receive most of our funding through your generous offerings. And so we are willing to receive your offering through all kinds of electronic ways. We can do Zelle, text to give, or through our website, and we gratefully accept your cash and check donations here today. So would you put your hands over your heart, please? And just repeat after me. This gift I give
This gift I give
goes forth from me,
goes forth from me.
does amazing and miraculous things,
Does amazing and miraculous things,
and returns to me in kind,
and returns to me in kind.
pressed down and overflowing.
Pressed down and overflowing.
All I give?
All I give.
We're singing All I Give. The words are on the screen.
All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly. All I give comes back to me and blesses me abundantly.
And we are abundantly blessed. We are so grateful for all the gifts that have been given here today and for all those that are still coming to us in consciousness. We know that we are completely blessed and that this blessing moves out from us in amazing ways. And so it is. Thank you. Okay, we have just a couple of announcements. We are, as I said earlier, doing our Dress for Success. We've got tons of clothes there. It's wonderful. Can't wait to see. We're accepting donations again next week. And so Judy and her team are in the back there with the clothes. You can see the rack and so forth. And just stop there and ask any questions if you want. There's a list here of things that they're gratefully accepting. There's also in the newsletter, and I believe it's posted on the bulletin board outside of the offices too. We have a new class starting in November. This is the Poetry of Rumi. I have notes. It says November 5th through 26th, but Debbie, are you guys doing it the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, or are you skipping that week? And that's what I thought. So it'll probably go to the first week in December, because I thought nobody's going to want to be there Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Oh, well, that's my opinion anyway. It's from 6 to 8:30 here in the sanctuary. It's to see the deepest experience of Rumi is that it is a profound inner experience of the heart. We will experience and enjoy the consciousness of Rumi through the poetry, music, discussion, dance, art, and meditations of Rumi. So it's a wonderful class. It's 4 weeks long. If you, Rumi's the #1 selling poet in the entire world, although he's been dead for 900 years, 800 years, something like that. He is the #1 selling poet, so I'm sure you've heard of his work in many different ways. It's a profound experience of being with Rumi, and I know they've got some wonderful things planned for you. Debbie Little and Christine Page are facilitating that. Our gift shop, pop-up bookstore, is here this week. It will be back again the second week of November, so shop it today if you'd like to. I think you have things on sale again today, Kelly? Anything with a rectangular white price tag is 20% off. Cool. Shop it. We've got some wonderful gifts back there. Our Walking the Path group, which is a study group that meets and discusses the daily reading from the Science of Mind magazine, which is one of the longest published magazines in the United States. They get together on Tuesdays at 10 a.m. and start talking about that and see where the conversation goes. I've heard some really great conversations coming out of that. So it's a wonderful group. We usually have between 8 and 12 people. So if you'd like to come and discuss any of the Science of Mind topics that we're working on, that's a place for you. Our Women's Circle meets this afternoon at 2:30 right here in the sanctuary. They have a wonderful discussion. Judy's out there, so I'm not real sure what they're talking about this time. But Valerie? Power journaling. So this week is about power journaling. So it's a wonderful experience. Take your journaling practice to a deeper level for you. Following that is our Rhythm, Sound, and Soul group. This is a drumming, dancing, chanting, wonderful experience. It's really quite unique. So if you haven't ever experienced it before, it's at 5 o'clock here in the sanctuary. They form a circle. The drums are going. It's very, very sweet. I wanted to let you know about something that's happening the first Sunday in November. We are again this year building a community ofrenda, which is an altar for the Dia de los Muertos, which is the Day of the Dead. So we're inviting you to bring in pictures of your loved ones who have made their transitions so that we can put it on our altar. You see where all the tables are? They're all going to be decorated with beautiful art from Mexico and things that I've collected, and a place for you to put your treasured pictures or objects from your loved ones there. So it's a community altar building event. So Dia de los Muertos goes usually the 1st of November and the 2nd of November. Where I go into Mexico, I think it goes for 9 days. It's quite an experience there. It's wonderful. I put a slide in that didn't get there. I don't know what happened to it. So in December, we are having a holiday creativity festival. It's on December 14th. It's going to be here after service in the sanctuary. We're going to have craft tables set up along the side of the sanctuary. They'll be covered during the service, and then after the service, we're going to stack the chairs, pull the tables in. And not only that, our youth are going to provide a lunch experience. So we're going to have hot dogs and chips and sodas from our youth with Christine Page and the wonderful children that join us on Sundays. And then our young adults are going to be providing cookies and hot chocolate. So you have an opportunity to have a little lunch with us, have a little community experience, do a little Christmas shopping with some of the wonderful crafts from some of our talented people here. And so if you are one of those people that are like me, I'm a crafty little devil or an artist, or you have a book that you've written or something like that and you would like to set up a table, keep your eye out for the information on that. It'll be coming out in our newsletter, and we'll have a handout here, probably not next Sunday, but the following Sunday, with information about what it would take to have a little table set up here. We will have a raffle and a silent auction to go along with that, and just make it a nice community holiday experience here. That's December 14th, so hold the date for that. All right, and finally we have our moment of prayer available in our prayer room right across the hall here. I don't know. Kelly, who's watching the door? Clay T, who's waving at you in the black and red there, will be at the door. She will be directing you into to one of our practitioners for individual spiritual mind treatment. So you're welcome to go there. And because we have our groups meeting this afternoon, we do need to stack the chairs. So if you're physically able to help us with that, we would appreciate a little support in stacking our chairs. They go into stacks of 5 on each side. We don't touch the stained glass or the bookstore. So if you can kind of push them aside, more of them have to go over here than over there. But if you're able to help us with that, we would greatly appreciate that. All right, would you stand, please? And if you'd like, grab a hand. And you've already heard this at least once today, so it should be familiar with you. Would you repeat after me? There is only one life.
There is only one life.
That life is God.
That life is God.
That life is perfect.
That life is perfect.
That life is my life now.
That life is my life now.
And so it is. Have a
So
great
it
week, everyone.
is.
See you next week.
Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. Use me, oh God, I stand for you, and here I'll abide as you show me all that I must do. 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 Have a great week, everybody.